And we're back with another video, and yes, we are pumping the videos out like crazy, and you all are watching them, and I want to thank you for that, because it does inspire me and motivate me to keep going and do more and keep bringing you hopefully what you feel like is valuable content. And today I am going to get the hood pins put on my 2023 Last Call Special Edition Swinger, and I can't wait, because that is the one thing that was missing from my car that I saw on this exact car at SEMA, and that's something I've always wanted. You know, if you watch my old videos, I wanted to do hood pins on my red eye. I wanted to do it on a few of my Chargers, and just could never get it done for a multitude of reasons. What some of you will find out also is finding dealerships who want to drill holes in the hoods of your car. It's been a challenge for me. Every third or fourth dealership's willing to do it and tangle with it, but a lot of them don't want to. They consider that to be almost bodywork type stuff, which are modifications, customization, and that's not what the dealerships generally will jump into doing. But I'm fortunate because Orange Coast Motorsports is related to and part of Orange Coast Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chrysler, and they hooked me up to get these hood pins. And yes, folks, they're covering the cost because we have this great partnership that happened after I purchased this car. For those of you who believe that this is some kind of weird clandestine manipulation of you all for me to make money, you're exactly right. It is on the content that you all are watching. So this is where you like and subscribe, because I am brutally honest and direct and will not BS you all. So they're going to do the hood pins, and they're doing that as a thank you, as a kindness, because I have done good things for them and vice versa. So that's going to happen today, and I'll show you what that looks like in this video. But I wanted to take a minute in this video and just give you an update on what's happening in the car market, because it is pretty astonishing. And without stepping on any toes out there, I want to drive the point home one more time that everything I said this last, let's just say, 6 solid months about the car market softening, markups going away, dealerships becoming much more reasonable with pricing, is actually taking place. It's happening. It's happening right before our eyes. Now, here's the deal. I have an opportunity and a luxury of having more of you than you have of me, which means I have so much intelligence coming to me, minus a few of you that write incredibly stupid comments, literally thinking that anyone wants to hear you trash me or my content. With that said, the rest of you that are super smart and doing great things are texting me and messaging me on Instagram, which I invite you all to do, and telling me about your success in capturing a car, a last call car. Everything from Hellcat red eyes to Scat packs to Hellcats to wide bodies to narrow bodies, you name it, you're getting these cars, and you're getting them at MSRP, and in some case, some of you are so good that you're getting them below MSRP. And that is where, if you watch all my last videos, I've tried to drive the point home that you've got to fight FOMO. FOMO, the fear of missing out, is one of the most terrifying things and emotions you could be having right now, because it'll force you to do something bad. With interest rates as high as they are, with cars priced as high as they are, with so much uncertainty in the economy, with a political environment that is freaking downright just insane, and regardless of your position in the world, nobody can argue that we're living in a very, very strange world right now. Gas prices being up overall. We have a war taking place right in the middle of everything else going on. And then we're going to head into third and then rapidly into fourth quarter, where the holiday season is going to kick in. And I'm telling you, people are going to be strapped for cash, and they're going to be paying for Christmas. They're going to be paying for all that stuff. Taxes are going to be due for people that did extensions in October. All these things are going to happen, and the market is going to rapidly slow. Repos are significantly higher than they've been. I think it was some crazy astronomical, I'm not going to quote the number, but it was a huge number of repos on a daily basis that are taking place. You can walk into any CarMax, walk into any used car dealership, and the amount of used cars that are pumping through the auctions and finding their way back to these used car dealerships is insane. So if you want a used Scat Pack, go find it at CarMax. They're all over the place. You won't find Hellcats because they won't sell them. Why? I don't know. At least that's what I was told before. You're generally never going to find them there. But you'll still find them used all over the place. Dealerships are starting to pay less for your trades, meaning that if you overpaid last year or the year before, remember this crazy COVID thing for the last, let's just say 3 years, has caused prices to elevate, not just from the manufacturer, but from the local dealerships, forcing many of you to pay too much for cars. And if you paid any amount of markup this last 3 years, you're likely upside down. If you didn't and you got a decent interest rate, then it's very possible that you paid your loan down enough to be able to get out of that car, to get into a new car that is, even without a markup, more expensive than the current car you have. And that's where Fomo drives you in saying, I gotta have that last call car. I'm here to help, to coach, to support you all in fighting that feeling. I had one gentleman say, fighting the FOMO was hard. He was several months into this and literally just stressing out, thinking he's never going to get one if he doesn't pull the trigger and just pay the markup. But he started texting me, and we texted on an almost regular basis, and I just fought hard to keep him from doing it. Now, did I want to be responsible for him losing his Hellcat? No, I don't want to be that guy that he comes back later on and says, well, it's because I don't have a car. So I was so sure that that would not happen, that if he followed my advice, that he would absolutely get the car and he would save the $5, $10, $15, $20,000 or more markups. And guess what happened? He did. And he thanked me, and I'll put the text up on the screen. He thanked me for helping him fight through the FOMO and not paying a markup on those cars. Some out there were getting them below. Now here's the deal. I'm going to share it again. I'm going to share it for, the 1,000th time, that you cannot walk in and just roll over to markup. Now, if it's the most rarest car, it's the color, it's the spec, it's the car you've got to have, and you can't find that car anywhere else, fair enough. Do what you need to do. It's your money. But don't think you're going to get out of that car. Remember, any markup you pay instantly buries you in the car, which means you need to be dedicated and committed to that car for the long term. I will revise what I've said in the past and saying that you're stupid for doing it, and rather I will say, if you have to have that car, and it, like my wife says, if it makes your heart happy, and you happen to have lots of extra cash laying right next to the toilet paper rolls in your bathroom, and you don't care what happens to it, and you burn it for fun to light your fire in the fireplace, then why not go and get your dream car and make your heart happy? But I will tell you, if it's a car that you can find anywhere, or at the very least you've taken, let's just say somewhere between 30 and 60 days of vigorous searching for that car to make sure that you can't find it cheaper somewhere else. Lots of research, walking into dealerships, rolling around in the dirt with salespeople, only to find that the only car you can get is this one at this dealership, and you've got to shell out a $5,000 markup, and you're going to keep the car for a very long time, and you're not looking at speculating or trying to get out of it. That's on you. I'm not going to criticize you. You only live once. I've lost friends in my life. My father's going through some serious Alzheimer's challenges, and I'll tell you, his comment, his statement to me the other day says, how did time go by so fast? Meaning, what a great life, only to find yourself at this place. So it comes sooner than we all think. So get your car, make yourself happy, but don't put yourself in financial jeopardy. I'm not rich. People think because I buy all these cars, I'm rich. No, I would rather take the credit for being smart. I would rather take the credit that I've bought my cars right. I've gone far out of my way, flying out of state at times, to buy the cars right, to make sure that I can get out of the car. I oftentimes will put enough down in my own speculation that in a year from now, I won't be upside down. And if I am, I'll be within a certain amount to be able to get out of the car. Today, I'm telling you all that I'm concerned that if you pay a markup, that you will be buried in that car. To an extent, if you pay MSRP due to the interest rate, it will take you much longer to pay down that loan, meaning that you will probably not get out of that car as fast. Now, I do have a luxury and a benefit of having this YouTube channel that makes me some revenue, that makes me some money, provides me some small business tax benefits that allows me to do things differently than maybe some of you would do. So I'll move through cars a little faster, and I will take some losses sometimes, as long as on my spreadsheets it shows me that I'm not losing money, or I'm losing very little, and this advanced move to the next car actually financially makes some sense. With that said, not every decision I've ever made has been perfect and good, but I've been burned so many times that now I'm terrified to get burned again. So I've been adamant that I will not pay a markup. I will not pay a markup no matter how much I love the car, no matter how excited I get about the car. It won't happen. That's just where I'm at. Now, the Demon, if they would have said, and I said this many times, if I would have had to pay a $5,000 or $10,000 markup to get a Demon, and everyone else is paying $100,000, $150,000 markups, basic logic would tell me that I'm probably going to be okay. But I didn't have to pay a markup. And we'll talk about this later. For those of you that have talked trash in the comments about my Demon and how I got it, I will come clean with you all and give you more details later on that I'm allowed to give. But I will tell you right now, I used my brain and I used all the strategies I shared with you all to find myself at a place to, hang on. What's up? How you doing, man?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I follow you on YouTube.
Oh, you do?
Love the car. I've got a wide body Scat Pack shaker manual in Go Man Go.
Oh,
so when
dude.
you bought this, I was like, brother,
I'm literally shooting a video. You're gonna be on it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching you follow these guys up here.
I'm taking over there to get my hood pins right now, man.
Love it.
How cool is that?
They wouldn't let me get mine when I ordered my car.
Oh, no?
They said they weren't available. But
so now Orange Coast Motorsports connected to Orange Coast Dodge. Only place I can find that'll do them.
Okay, I'm gonna go buy some because I really want them.
And they'll put them in.
Oh, well,
Because I don't want to drill in my car, dude.
Is it expensive?
I think it's like $300 for the pins, and then maybe another $300 or $400 to put them in.
Dude, this is the right choice.
Is this thing great or what? I love this car.
Like,
the manual, the whole deal. So
absolutely, dude.
So you've got a
Go Man Go 22.
Yeah.
Go Man Go wide body shaker manual.
You got the car. You got the car.
I would have bought this if I could have, but I got a better deal. I got a better price.
Go Mango's amazing.
It's great.
Go Mango's amazing.
It is a showstopper car.
Oh my God! You don't see a lot of the Go Mangos out there either.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one there. No, that's a white. It's just, he just hit the curb.
Yeah.
Well, that's my wife driving.
Your channel.
Thank you.
I comment. I subscribe, like everything, and then your daughters too. I subscribe to hers.
I love you, man. Well, what's your name?
Keep up the good work.
What's your name?
It's Mike.
Mike. Nice to meet you, Mike.
I don't know what my YouTube thing is. It's
no.
It's YouTube thing.
No, that's okay, dude. Comment once and just say it's Mike.
Yeah, all right.
You know,
all right.
Thanks,
dude.
man. I saw the truck. I'm like, oh shoot, I'm in trouble.
No, you're not. Yes, you are. No, you're not.
Well, thanks, man. Take care, dude. Thanks for stopping, man.
Yes.
All right, appreciate it.
Good work, man.
Thanks.
Love the channel.
I love you, dude. Thanks. Well, that's funny. That's not only funny, that's freaking awesome. I'm just sitting here in a parking lot a block away from the dealership getting ready to drop this thing off, and this dude stops in his work truck. That's cool. What a great guy. All right. He's got to go Mango. So let me jump right back in. Sorry, I digress, but bottom line, folks, I'm going to put up on the screen as many clips, screenshots as I can to show you that right now is the time people are getting deals. And here's another reason why. Cars are showing up. Remember all those orders that happened back, what was it, October, November of last year, and then through like last week or July 31st? Well, if you go back to the first quarter orders and last quarter orders of last year, since they opened orders, those cars are all flooding to the lots. And what I'm finding is that these orders are either getting canceled because people now realize that they shouldn't have agreed to a markup at the beginning, or the dealers ordered a lot of their own cars in standing inventory in hopes and anticipation that this would continue and they would be able to stick the cars in the lot and close people in the dealership conference room to pay these markups, because there's nothing better for a dealership than have somebody standing on the lot, super excited, drooling over the car, take them for a ride, get them picturing themselves in that car, and then talking them into buying it and talking them out of an extra $10,000 or $15,000 or $20,000 or 30 or 50 or whatever it is. So lots of cars are coming to the lots. 22s are coming back as repos. 22s are coming back as trade-ins. 21s are coming back in. I'm telling you, you're going to see so many used cars, and there's going to be so much opportunity for all of you to get a great deal on the cars that you just have to be patient. You have to negotiate strong. You have to go into the dealership. You cannot expect to call and get a straight answer from any salesperson. And when I say straight answer, they may tell you, well, it's 25,000 over. They're hoping that you're the dummy that goes, okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes. The reality of it is they've started to figure out that if they tell you that, okay, it's 25, and then you go, okay, I'll be there to pick it up, they're good. You walk in and they get the biggest payday ever. If you hang up, you weren't a buyer anyways. You were just out there fishing, because a real buyer would say, is there any flexibility on that? What if I was sitting with you and had cash in hand? Would you take it for sticker? And this person may say no on the phone because they don't expect you to ever show up to the dealership. They expect you to never walk in there with the suitcase full of cash. But when you walk in there and you've got your pre-approved bank check like I had, which you can get from Navy Federal, other credit unions do it, and it says check is valid up to X, you fill in the amount you negotiate, sign it, they call the bank, they get a 4-digit code, they write on the back of the check, they cash that thing. It's the most beautiful system ever. I showed up, the deal's done, everybody knows Navy, and they knew that I'm serious about buying a car. You do that, and then you walk out if you don't get the deal, and you keep working on them, like this one guy, I'll put it back on the screen again, did. He played the game with them back and forth, I believe for weeks, only to find out that he is a brilliant genius, because they came down and said, screw it, come get the car, because they needed to move the car. Remember the days on the market? You can go to Car Gurus, see days on the market. You can just drive by dealerships and drive, like some of the dealerships I'll go by or I'll look on their website, I can see the cars are there for months on end, and that'll tell me that I could probably offer them sticker, maybe even less depending on the car, and walk with that car at a great deal. So I'm sharing this with you just to keep you updated that it's actually happening. It's happening more and more and more. Let's be real. I got this car for sticker. I walked in with my cash. I was ready, willing, and able to go. This was a car that they had multiple of. They have a bunch of other cars in the lot. So someone somewhere made a decision that we got a real buyer, ready, willing, and able to pull the trigger. Let's just move a car. And it was a great time. By the way, end of the month, middle of the week, sometimes even at the end of the week. Remember, dealerships all have contests. They all have sales goals every single month, objectives to hit. They have monthly, weekly, quarterly, weekend objectives. So sometimes going in later on a Sunday and they need to hit a certain number on the weekend. Just all this is stuff that you can look up on the internet, and it'll make you more powerful in your negotiations. And with that said, look, I literally live for the messages you send me telling me that you saved money, because I believe the dealers are doing just fine at MSRP. I believe they're making money, maybe not as much as they used to, but they're still making money. We're not putting them out of business. And in the end, we're saving us, we're saving you, we're saving me from being wildly upside down and buried in a car to where we can't get out of it. And like I said, if you got the money, you don't care, it's rolled up on your toilet paper roll and you wipe your butt with $100 bills, who cares? Go drop your markup, knock yourself out. I ain't judging you. I know I called you a dummy before. Maybe you're just, super smart because you're rich. I don't know. But if it makes your heart happy, buy the car, enjoy the car. And by the way, drive the car. Don't buy the car to sit on it. Drive the car. I've got 753 glorious miles on this thing already, and I'm going to drive the car. So if I end up selling the car, whoever buys it's going to get it with some miles on it. So with that, everybody, let's go drop this thing off, get the hood pins done. I'll end with showing you how the hood pins look, and well, let's just go. Let's go do this. Good, how you doing? I'm gonna drop that sucker off. You guys do the pins, man.
Yeah, I'll get you some photos.
Love you, dude. Awesome. So there she goes. Next time we see this thing, she will have hood pins right first time having a car with hood pins. This thing's turned out to be perfect.
Few moments later. Later.
All right, we have arrived. Now let's go see how these hood pins look. All right, everybody, we've got the hood pins. Jeff hooked it up. I'll put his contact info up on the screen if you want to come to OC Motorsports. I mean, not all the dealers are willing to do this because, again, it's like a customization thing, but they've got a custom shop here and they will cut into your hood. They will make sure these things are in the right spots, which certainly looks like they are perfect. And yes, you're all going to tell me in the comments I need a PPF with the front of this thing, and you better believe I'm going to. So that is coming, because you can probably see, because this camera's really good, and I've got bugs all over this thing anyways, so I'll PPF it. But looks good, folks. So let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for all the suggestions on what I should do to this car. And with that, everybody, please like, subscribe, comment, be respectful in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.